I moved to London to restart my project. I always wanted to go to England, land of my music idols, and become part of music scene here.
When I first moved to London, I wanted to join a music band. I remember answering an ad on Gumtree that said bassist wanted who plays in the style of Simon Gallup or Peter Hook. So I replied, and this ad was posted by Mark Dmowski. When I checked the band's links to their music, I was surprised to find a punk, post-punk, alternative sounding band with a drummer who was also the lead singer. So there was something unique in their music.
After a long rocky way, I met Ichi Sakamoto from Japan and you, Ajit, and we started playing together.
My first meeting with Mark was just outside Kingsbury Station in northwest London. We instantly connected. I joined the band as a bass player, and the rest, as far as I'm concerned, is history.
That UK and especially London has rejected us. That UK and especially London has rejected us. London has rejected us.
I remember the tension growing within the band as well, and Dear comrades, welcome to Soviet Space Bats podcast. This is the first music interview related show. Today there is a special guest. He's a musician, an artist, chief songwriter, frontman and founder of the band Higher Love. Higher Love can be best described as an eclectic post-punk, punk and genre-defying music band. This band was formed by Mark Dmowski in Warsaw, Poland in 1998. We'll find out more about Mark and Higher Love's journey in the course of this interview. But first, let's go through those dark roads.
Come with me in this night. Do not be afraid of the overwhelming dark. It's long time before the dawn. You can make it through. You see relief of the morning light. You don't have to be afraid of the howling of the trees. You don't need to be scared of the demons hiding deep in this woodside. Whatever happens your way, I'm right next to you anytime, when you feel secure. Sometimes uneasy and tense, see the fog over the swamps, strange fires like a sign of life, like a living creature wanting to do harm. You don't have to be afraid of the ghosts in these woods. You don't need to be scared of the roaring wind or reverberant sounds of something hiding deep. Whatever happens your way, a strange little story. Just one more story to tell. When I'm wandering in the dark night, I'm not afraid of the monsters from left and right. I'm afraid of another day. I'm afraid of the grayness which blows my dreams away.
That was Dark Roads, written by Mark and Majid Parsi, a guitarist who was like a member of High Love for a brief time. There were plenty of musicians who played for the band, too many to mention, notably Yuichi Sakamoto, Roman Negru, Majid. And somewhere down the line, it becomes a part of my musical journey too, a very important one. This is the first music band I joined, and I got on stage for the first time with Mark and Yuichi Sakamoto, the guitarist of the band at the time. So the first gig we played was at the Standard Pub in Walthamstow in East London. So it's only fitting that I'm starting my special music related show with one of my best friends, Mark Dmowski. Cześć. How are you, Mark? After a long time. First of all, wish you a very happy birthday. So Mark, tell me, how's the situation in Poland? How are you coping with the current pandemic situation out there?
Cześć, witam, hello everyone. I'm always happy to hear from you, Ajit. Thank you for the wishes. Try to celebrate my life every day. Situation in Poland is improving like in the rest of the world. I think this current government deals with the problem the best possible way. Personally, I feel very well with the situation. I was on the verge of mental breakdown just before the whole thing, so now I enjoy lockdown. Always have so much to do in my four walls, so I'm not bored at all.
That's so thought-provoking, Mark. There's so much you can do even if you're confined by the four walls of your house. There's so much you can explore. And there's so many things I doubt whether I would have considered doing were it not for this lockdown situation. Also, it is a time to reflect, to take a step back and look within ourselves and focus on all the essential things. At least we've got a roof over our heads. Has this pandemic situation changed you in any way? I mean, about life in general, humanity, world, etc.?
Yes, it has helped me to rethink many things, organize them. Without it, there would be no time for that. I started travel vlog, as for now in Polish. It becomes recognizable, and when there be a demand from English speakers to hear my stories, maybe I will add some English explanation to that. Word humanity, of course. I feel sorry for all who lost their lives due to situation, but also I hope that people who are alive, just like in the New Order song Here to Stay, will change a bit. Maybe that will be a lesson at least to few of us. Now I'm gonna take control, Ajit, over your podcast and introduce to our listeners our song written by you and arranged by me. Some sort of Depeche Mode. A Love Triangle.
Also, just out of curiosity, Mark, how did you manage to travel and explore new places in a situation like this? I can see that within a year you visited such wonderful places such as Albania, Turkey, and Croatia. How challenging was it? How was your overall experience?
When it comes to travel during pandemic situation, there were some gaps when the restrictions were lifted. If you really want to travel, you will. In 2020 I visited 3 countries. Croatia, horrible experience, not because of the people, but how the government is destroying this beautiful place with sky-high prices, just pure greed. Prices in Rijeka and near can be compared to London. Albania, second place I visited. A little bit of Asia in Europe. A bit crazy, chaotic, challenging, but I like that. And finally Turkey, my favorite trip in 2020. I was expecting that Istanbul will be overcrowded huge city with lack of public transport and poverty, and it shocked me how well it's organized. Plus the prices are cheap, food is excellent, and there are always huge portions. You won't be hungry there.
On the contrary, I was confined to my bunker. I was more or less homebound in India for the first 4 to 6 weeks. Even if I would go out, it was mostly for buying essential items, going to the groceries, to the bank and stuff like that. And in any case, I wouldn't venture beyond 1 kilometer radius from where I was situated. And I would be dressed in all the gear, masks, looking like Woody Woodpecker. So it was a completely different travel experience compared to yours. For the sake of those listening and who haven't heard of Higher Love, could you please take us through a brief history of the band?
The story of Higher Love started in 1998 in Warsaw. At the beginning there was me and bassist who died few years ago. After a period of turmoil, playing covers and so on, band eventually became a trio. We have played gigs, recorded an EP, get some recognition on the radio, and then I moved to London to restart my project. I always wanted to go to England, land of my music idols, and become part of music scene here. After a long rocky way, I met Ichi Sakamoto from Japan and you, Ajit, and we started playing together. 50 gigs including London famous clubs like 12 Bar, Hop and Encore or Bridge House, plus gigs near Glastonbury, in Reading or Southampton, radio plays, reviews, but eventually it was my decision to stop it. I was so tired and angry with no progress, financial issues, some recognition. Around us there are only people who wanted our money, not anyone who could share the costs and help us to reach wider audience.
Oh, I did not know the band stopped. It's more like being in hiatus or in hibernation mode. It reminds me of the band Bauhaus, who used to disappear every now and then and reappear like vampires after a while. And then they play 1 or 2 special shows, disappear again, then come back. Jokes apart, yes, we did face plenty of challenging situations during our live shows. The most unpleasant I remember was the Monto Water Rats show. For those unfamiliar with Monto Water Rats, it's a music venue in King's Cross, London. We were invited to play this gig, and I remember we did our sound check and we were waiting for our turn to go on stage. There were, I think, about 5 or 6 bands that night, and we were somewhere in the middle. They actually kicked us out because we couldn't get the required number of people to attend our show. I remember that was a very awful experience, and I remember the tension growing within the band as well. And we were living in a kind of East London, West London, those areas. So to travel to that area, was time consuming. We were prepared for the show. We were in that mindset. So we were disappointed not to get the opportunity to play that. Yeah, and there were plenty of other unpleasant incidents, but there were a lot of positive experiences too. Okay, which cannot be ignored.
Maybe it was a silly decision, maybe finally we would become successful, not with the post-punk dark songs, but with new, damp, silly tunes describing English way of life. Concept which I called Make It Big but Locally First. And now here is one of the songs from that unfinished album, Feeling Rough on a Saturday Night.
Looking for occasion for my prize. You must be a fool not to use your tool. Half-naked cheeks around, it's time for good fun. Feeling rough on the Saturday night. Feeling rough on the Saturday night. Feeling rough on the Saturday night. Feeling rough. Apocalypse, chaos everywhere. I'm bubbling some words I don't understand. I don't feel bothered how the way I look. My fury is guiding me to honeypot. Someone have thrown a bottle, you see it. When I'm horny, I'm out of control. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night. Feeling the rough. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night. Feeling the rough. Feeling the rough on the Saturday night.
That was Feeling Rough on a Saturday Night, written by Mark with Roman Negru from Moldova, an amazing guitarist and an ever reliable band member.
My sweetest love, don't leave me today in such a state. I'm waking up in the middle of the day, and I feel I lost you, I lost you today. Where have you been when I was sleeping? I once feel like when I was homeless again. I know there's a hope, a kind of relief, and I find it again. But today I feel I have nothing to lose. But today I feel bitter taste. But today I feel I have nothing to hide. But today I feel I don't feel confused at all.
just one more excuse to live one more day. I know there's a chance, I can see its shape. I know that tomorrow will belong to me. Belong to me. But today I feel I have nothing to lose. But today I feel bitter taste. But today I feel confused. Today I don't feel confused at all.
The last song was called Loser's Song, a song that we wrote in, a song that we recorded in just about 3 minutes. It was a song composed in a few minutes and recorded in just 3 minutes, and it was recorded as a live band performance session at EMI. And this was a song the three of us wrote. Mark, yours truly, and Yuichi Sakamoto. And I'm playing the harmonica on this song for a change. Yuichi is on guitar and Mark on vocals. Could you talk about Higher Love's albums, EPs, etc.?
We have released few EPs, including our greatest hit, French Song. All of this can be found at higherlovebandcamp.com. Also, do subscribe to Higher Love Band YouTube channel. It is still alive. There is everything, gigs, studio performances, and many other crazy things we did.
Do you have any new material planned in the near future?
As for now, I'm busy with my travel blog. I edit and write music for that, but I don't say no more writing songs. I have plenty new ideas, maybe they'll be completed sooner or later.
Mark, I just wanted to know, what are your thoughts on online collaboration and getting together with your band members to create new music or even live performance?
That's a great idea, and I would love to contribute, play online gigs or something, but only if there'll be some group of listeners interested in our efforts. I don't want to waste my time and energy to play to ourselves. If there'll be some serious approach to that from all band members and promotional effort to reach wider audience, then of course, yes.
Mark, where can we find out about your current ventures, creative ventures, blogs, and various travel-related blogs online?
I have blog markdmowski.wordpress.com, music on higherlovebandcamp.com, and our Facebook Higher Love London. 200 followers, join us there. And finally on YouTube, Higher Love Band and Mark Dmowski YouTuber.
Is there anything you would like to play for us live, or maybe share a new demo or recording of any sort?
I think maybe our listeners should listen to the song we have played very first time at our last gig at Elixir Bar. We never finished this song, we never made a studio version, but this is still a great song, and the song is called Unforgettable Night. This is one of my personal favorites.
lastly, any final words or message for our listeners that you would like to share? Maybe your philosophy or just something in relation to our current situation or just anything.
Thank you to all your listeners for listening to this podcast. What can I say? Try to reach your audience if you're an artist, creator, even if you are initially rejected. Don't you agree with me, Ajit, that UK and especially London has rejected us? But you can always find different ways and different people. Check Higher Love Music and you will be surprised and become a better person once the whole worldwide situation will end.
Yes, you do have valid points there. Let's just hope that someday people discover this cult band called Higher Love. For the time being, let's enjoy our cult status. Anyway, beyond all that, keep making music, do the things you love, please yourself first, and it'll resonate with others if you're sincere in what we're doing. However, let us also reminisce the positive and happy events in the band's career so far. The Pilton show, how we got selected for recording at EMI Studios at Chalk Farm, appearing on their special EP, EMI special EP, playing various festivals, getting the offer to play at Blue Rock Festival, organized by Nick Turner from Hawkwind, and even signing a record deal with Universal. So I'm really hopeful for the future. New hope. Thank you so much, Mark, for your time and talking to us on your special day. It was an honor. Once again, a happy birthday. Please give my warm regards to your mother and the entire family. Best wishes, stay safe, take care. Jinkwe Chi.
Thank you very much to everyone. Bye. Speak to you soon. New Hope.
There was new hope in Mark's words. It's a song about optimism after atomic disaster. For me personally, this is my favorite high love song of all time. It kind of reminds me of The Cure's Stop era, which is more or less Robert Smith's solo work, and this song I would say is definitely Mark's solo work. Although it comes under the High Love songs catalog, it is definitely Mark's vision in the song completely. I just love how it kind of paints a mood. There's an underlying feel of optimism in the song, and I like that. I enjoyed the interview with Mark Dmowski. Please support the band by visiting the links that Mark mentioned. Also, Mark is a multifaceted personality. You can check his travel blogs and vlogs. And I hope to interview and feature some special and interesting artists and bands that I've seen during my time in UK, and also in different parts of the world. It's my wish that such kind of artists and bands reach a wider audience, and they find at least a satisfying level of success with what they're doing, apart from the creative satisfaction that they derive from their art. Thank you very much for listening. For those who stayed this long, there is a bonus track called Stars at Night, and this song was written by Yuchi and Mark. Let's end this wonderful interview session with something carefree and positive. This is Stars at Night.
Let's go somewhere out, leave the party behind, and see the sky tonight. No words can describe how beautiful you are. I can see the sparks in your shiny eyes. Coincidence, these stupid mistakes can tear us apart and bring us back together again. There's some magic in the air, just let yourself go. Don't loosen up those moments and keep them deep inside your heart.